My God, I hate drugs.
Other news, Vice President Leni Robredo is taking on a new role. She says she's now willing to speak up more about issues hounding the government by uniting all opposition groups and be their leader. AC Nichols reports.
Less than a year before the 2019 midterm elections, Vice President Leni Robredo declares she's ready to lead the political opposition. Robredo is the highest-ranking member of the Liberal Party in government. Her disagreement with certain policies of President Duterte's administration has led to her ouster from the cabinet in November 2016. But this time, she's willing to take her dissent to the next level. She wants to unite opposition groups for a louder and clearer voice. Aside from the Liberal Party, Robredo said several other groups that are unhappy with current government policies and actions have approached her.
Marami mga grupo na pareho naman yung mga issues na gustong salungatin. Pero dahil hindi nag-usap-usap, hindi napapag-isa yung boses. At yun yung role na gusto kong i-take. Na yung siguraduhin na yung mga boses na nagkakaisa ay lalong mapag-isa para lalong mapakinggan. Siguraduhin na yung mensaheng gustong ipaabot mas maintindihan.
Robredo says they are still in the early stages of planning, but among their goals is to form a united opposition slate in the coming midterm elections. She hopes this will be ready by September, in time for the filing of certificates of candidacy in October. They are considering Maria Lourdes Sereno for the senatorial lineup, but the ousted Chief Justice has not yet decided to join politics.
Sinabi ko sa kanya na may mga nagno-nominate ng kanyang pangalan para sa United Opposition Slate. Pero wala pang desisyon. Marami siyang tanong, yung iba nasagot ko na, yung iba hindi ko pa nasasagot. Pero I think kailangan niya ng panahon para pag-isipan.
Robredo, meantime, questioned President Duterte's plans to step down from Malacanang once the away from. In the first place, the Vice President doesn't believe there is need for charter change, pointing out that there are other more important issues than politics. AC Nichols, CNN Philippines.
This is Newsnight on CNN Philippines. An armed man was killed in a shootout with police at the official residence of the Archbishop of Cebu. The man, who was wearing a mask and was armed with a .38 caliber revolver and a hunting knife, barged inside the compound of the Archbishop's palace in Cebu City shortly before noon today. A security guard assigned at the palace gate told reporters the man was looking for Cebu Archbishop Jose Palma. The compound security and staff called the police when the man refused to leave the compound. Responding policemen started to shoot at him when he pulled out a gun. Police later identified the man as 41-year-old Jeffrey Canedo, a son of a retired police official. The suspect was said to be suffering from depression. An investigation into the incident is now underway.
Ay may hinahanap nga daw. And titignan po natin kung bakit niya hinahanap at bakit may dala siyang baril. And we will also check into the security ng palace. So sabi ko kay Father na maybe when everything is okay na, we will discuss about the security nila dito.
The spokesperson for the Archdiocese of Cebu, Monsignor Joseph Tan, says Archbishop Palma was still in Manila for a CBCP assembly, or the plenary, that just wrapped up yesterday when the incident happened. Also today, a village chairman in Cotabato survives an ambush. Police say two men flagged down Barangay Poblacion Chairman Ferdinand Cariaga while on his motorcycle on the way to a meeting. The men shot Cariaga a number of times, but he was able to run, seek help, and get to a hospital. Authorities say Cariaga had 12 gunshot wounds. Police say the official is not in the so-called narco list. They suspect communist rebels were behind the attack. Meantime, in Cebu City, police say a barangay councilor was shot dead this afternoon. Ruel Rama Mabanos suffered 6 gunshot wounds. He was a former police officer who retired last year. Meantime, back here at home, regulators ordered transport network company Grab to pay 10 million pesos in penalties for a supposed unauthorized charge. The LTFRB says it told Grab to pay up over its 2 peso per minute fee. It also told the company to reimburse passengers through rebate. For its part, Grab says it is withholding comment pending consultations with its lawyers. A quick check now on the weather. Pagasa says Typhoon Gardo slightly gained strength moving away from the country. Gardo was last spotted more than 550 kilometers northeast of Basco, Batanes. Forecasters say the typhoon is moving west-northwest at 30 kilometers per hour, heading toward the northern Taiwan area. Aside from a low-pressure area hovering over the West Philippine Sea, Gardo also continues to pull up the southwest monsoon. This brings enhanced monsoon rains in the province of Bataan, Zambales, Palawan, and Mindoro. Metro Manila, the Calabar Zone, the Bicol region, Western Visayas, the rest of Central Luzon, as well as Marinduque and Romblon should also expect occasional rains. These downpours could trigger flash floods or landslides. The rest of the country will have localized thunderstorms. With Gardo speeding up, Pagasa sees the typhoon exiting the country tonight. Meanwhile, forecasters also keeping an eye on a newly formed low-pressure area east of the country. Pagasa expects up to 4 cyclones entering the country this month. Moving on to entertainment, Ellen Adarna's lawyer confirms the actress has given birth last month. Attorney Rebo Sagisag said Ellen successfully delivered her child on June 27th. Sagisag explained this was the reason why the actress failed to attend proceedings of a child abuse and cybercrime complaints filed against her. On May 4, Ellen posted an Instagram story of a minor who she accused of taking photographs of her at a restaurant without allegedly permission. The minor's mother filed charges against the actress since she would not issue a public apology. Ellen's pregnancy with actor John Lloyd Cruz's supposed child has long been a hot topic on social media. Neither of the two, however, have personally confirmed the news. Just last week, John Lloyd tagged as fake news a report saying Ellen's child had already been baptized. Pop superstar Justin Bieber breaks his silence, the singer confirming his engagement to model Hailey Baldwin on Instagram. Justin shared a series of photos with Hailey, along with a lengthy appreciation post. Part of the caption says, quote, "You are the love of my life, Hailey Baldwin, and I wouldn't want to spend it with anybody else. You make me so much better, and we complement each other so well. Can't wait for the best season of life yet," unquote. A survey shows fewer Filipinos are satisfied with the performance of President Duterte. The latest social weather stations poll says Mr. Duterte's net satisfaction rating is down by 11 points from a very good plus 56 in the first quarter of 2018 to a good plus 45 in the second quarter. According to the SWS, this is a new personal low for the president. The poll says 65% of Filipinos are satisfied with Mr. Duterte's performance, 20% dissatisfied, the rest undecided. The SWS carried out its survey June 27 to 30th among 1,200 Filipino adults nationwide. We appreciate all your online comments on our top story tonight. Keep them coming to our pages at CNN Philippines. We're also live right now on Facebook. Our top global story, a weeks-long rescue in Thailand possibly ending tonight. The plight of 12 young boys and their coach has grabbed world attention in the past days. Now, hopes are high all will be able to come out alive after they were trapped for weeks in a cave in the northern city of Chiang Rai. 10 members of the wild boar soccer team were pulled out in the past 3 days. The latest 2 rescued just this afternoon. The remaining teammates and their coach are still making the risky dive to freedom. 19 divers entered the cave at 10 a.m. local time. Authorities say today's operation is expected to take longer with more people coming out of the cave. If all goes well, the rescued boys and their coach will be taken to a hospital to recover. Thai medical officials say the 8 boys rescued yesterday and Sunday are healthy, fever-free, mentally fit, and talking. They are receiving treatment in an isolation ward. Thailand's health chief says one of the boys appeared to have a lung inflammation. Another has a slow heart rate, but both are improving. All the boys have to spend at least a week in the hospital to recover from this ordeal. Well, in the days before rescuers found the boys, the responsibility of keeping the wild boar soccer team safe rested on the shoulders of a single adult, their 25-year-old coach. So who exactly is he? CNN's Michael Holmes tells us.
Looking back at the faces of the dozen boys trapped in a Thai cave, one man was with them since the start. 25-year-old assistant coach Ekapol Chantawong. A former monk, Thai social media is divided over his role, some praising his efforts to protect the boys after reports emerged of him giving up his shares of food. Others criticising him for taking them into the cave in the first place. The coach's family says, despite the circumstances, the kids have been in the best possible hands.
Coach Eck, he loves those kids very much. Then kids prefer to go out with him whenever their coach invited to go. Children's mother trusts him that he can take care of their child pretty well.
Reports say the coach kept the boys' spirits up in the dark days before they were found. His aunt describes how he too endured his own hardships as a young man.
His father had passed away when he was 10 years old. After that, he went to the temple to become the novice monk.
Coach Eck himself said he would look after the boys. In a letter he wrote from inside the cave, carried out by divers, he apologised to the family, saying, "I promise I will take care of the children the best I can. Thank you for your support. I'm really sorry to the parents." The parents responded with a letter of their own, saying they don't blame him and look forward to the day that all the boys, including their coach, will be rescued. That could be within days, and Coach Eck made one special request for his return, writing, "Please tell grandmother to make a vegetable drink and crispy pork when I get out. I will go and eat it." A slice of home for the man who was the closest thing to family for 12 boys away from their own. Michael Holmes, CNN.
Yes, PIA CONCOM Chairman, former Chief Justice Renato Puno, said that they expect the election of the transition president and vice president to take place approximately 6 months after the federal constitution has been approved in a plebiscite. This would give the Commission on Elections time to prepare for the elections, and also the candidates who aspire to be the transition president and vice president to campaign. Now, who may run or who may apply or who may run to be transition president and vice president? Puno said that anyone who would fit the qualifications, but he also said that even Vice President Leni Robredo may opt to run as or for the position of transition president and transition vice president. Pia?
Joyce, what's going to happen to the appointees of President Duterte?
Pia, because we will have a new president, a new transition president. That would mean that he will also have his own set of cabinet members. That means it's not only President Duterte who will be stepping down from his post once the new constitution has taken effect, but also all of his appointees will have to vacate their posts. Yeah.
Joyce Ilas there reporting. Plenty of netizens weighing in on a proposed shift to federalism. Eliseo Mercado says bravo after President Duterte accepted the draft constitution and ordered his men to work on the transition to a new system. Facebook user Silver Knight wants Mr. Duterte to lead the Philippines at least throughout the transition period. Gil Mascado says, quote, perfect, let federalism grow for a better future. Let's make it happen, unquote. But other netizens raising concerns. Twitter user Antonio David, focusing on education, he asks why the proposed system keeps control of basic education at a federal level. He says the Philippines has a lousy education system because it is too centralized and, quote, Manila gets to decide on everything, unquote.